Board games, that's what we're talking about. Board games, oh, there is no doubt. Board games, we're not actually talking about them. Board games, instead we are playing them. Board games, what we want to play. Board games to finish up our day. Hey, yeah, I get to sharing the thing from before. I get used to kind of doing the morning song, and wherein we're apparently talking about board games, but of course that is not true. But I am Bez, and with us I have the wonderful Jason and the wonderful Andrew Dennison.
Hey.
I just realized your name's right, like your first name and your surname. Jason and Dennison.
Added bonuses.
Now, do we need any more introduction for Jason, the improvisational composer, the musician who is doing a PhD?
There may be some new people. Oh yeah, and I'm also the music director and founder of Adventures and Artists, which is a live Dungeons and Dragons podcast with live improvised music, shall I say?
Yes, that is definitely a thing. Which Adventures and Artists, it is a glorious thing, and I witnessed it myself back in the day in Canterbury.
Yeah, in the pilot concert series, which actually, had it not been as successful as it was, we wouldn't have had a podcast.
And we've got, hopefully returning to us soon, is Andrew Dennison.
The sun has just come out from behind the cloud and dazzled.
The sun is also dazzling me. I came up in my, you can probably see all the heat spots on my forehead and my cheeks, and it's pretty bright here. But Andrew, what is something that you would like to share? Quick fact. You have 2 eyes? You could say that.
I do have 2 eyes, yes, mostly. I don't know. I'm me. Hello. Most people have probably encountered me on the Bez streams before.
Hello,
yes.
I don't know. There's a lot of people coming because of UK Games Expo. And finally, I am Bez. I made such games as Wibble and Alphabet. Well, I helped develop Alphabetical. Andrew Dennison was the person who invented Alphabetical, and I also did Babel and Phrasal and Grabble and Couple, and Mickle and Muckle, and I bet
Bez did almost all of them, apart from the ones that the competition winners each year have done, and me, who didn't win a competition because it was the first year and there wasn't one.
Yes, but we are so very grateful, and so then we're going to. Now, let's have a quick overview of what we're starting with. And so all of these games, you're going to be able to join in just by having a bit of paper and a pen.
I need a fatter pen.
I get to use up my scrap paper through the amount of streams I've done. I've gone through my scrap paper like crazy.
Today, I think we'll start off using the categorical deck. This is a preview deck. This is not a final deck by any means, but you can see how the letter shapes, how the letter shapes are going to be a wee bit different. They're going to be a bit more graffiti inspired, a bit more energetic. And in this first game, which is Free Mill, we're going to play through 6 times 3 is 18 cards. And we're going to try, if we can, to make 3 one-letter words, 3 two-letter words, and 3 three-letter words. Do you want to give us a quick overview, Andrew?
Nope. I haven't played this one for a month or 2.
Okay.
I recall it, but no, I wasn't primed there.
That's
sorry.
Totally fair. So
no, this isn't number-based. This is letter-based.
To start off, write down 1, 2, and 3 plus. This is where you're going to be recording what words you made. So when you make 1-letter word, you'll do a little dot here. 2-letter words, you do a little dot there, and so forth. And hello, Prey. You are just in time. I'm just explaining the
Prey is
rules
back.
to 3mel, which I believe you already know. Underneath the 1, 2, and 3, you're going to have 3 lines where you will write down letters, 1 letter from each card, and then you work left to right. Once you have finished a word, you draw a little full stop beside it, and then you can start a new word to its right. Anything I missed?
How many cards do we draw?
No.
Oh, we're going for 18 cards, and a 1-letter word is worth 1, a 2-letter word is worth 2, 3-letter words is worth 3, and if you've got all 3, 1, 2, and 3, instead of being worth 6, you get a bonus 4 points. So it's worth 10, which is massive.
Ooh.
Maximum score 30. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly. So you are aiming to get, as it says at the bottom, ideally make 3 of each.
And how many rows do we have?
3.
3.
3.
3 is the number. For this is 3mel. Also, it kind of gets confusing once we get to 4mel, and there's still only...
Where 3 is also the number.
Yeah, 3 is kind of always the number, let's be honest.
Holy hand grenade style, 3 is the number. Thou shalt not proceed up to 4. 5 is right out.
So, yeah, we are going to start
Start with an easy card there.
Yeah,
With a
start with a card that's
second card.
helpful.
So this superb card gives you several choices. And by several,
No,
I
it doesn't.
basically just mean 2.
2.
When I was a kid, I used to think several meant 7.
So, start off,
Can do.
choose the S or the C, which one is better to start a word with. And once you've made your choice, put it down on your bit of paper. I've chosen the S.
And I've chosen C.
What
I
have you
have
gone with,
chosen a
Andrew?
letter. One
Oh.
of 2.
Secret.
I'm being cagey.
The next one is E.
Exactly.
So, in my example, I could put W beside S, but I cannot think of any 3-letter words. And remember, a 4-letter word, you can make a 4 or 5-letter word, but you're just wasting letters at that point. I could put an E beside it, thinking of set, or...
So,
Yeah, so SCW. If we get another W, of which there are only 3, so another W is less likely. Or C, SEE.
mhm.
Or
C
I
is
could use the
SEN.
E or the W on a second line.
I don't like
Everyone...
that card. It's ill.
Okay, so everyone ready? I did SE.
And because
Finally.
I can't think of the words, I've had to go like that.
A or P? Again, pondering a particular alphabetical particle. And by alphabetical particle, I mean letter. Are you going to choose the A or the P? Remember, there are only... Oh, wait, I was going to play this in a non-English language next time
You
we played
were.
it. It's Virtually Expo, so for Virtually Expo, I'll still play in
I
English.
think stick to English for now. Yeah. We'll make our lives complicated another time.
No, I think
Yeah,
Bez was
on
just going to do that,
this
not us.
game, I'll move to non-English. But
Phil's my
I
husband.
could have in English if it's A, I, or O are the 1-letter words. If you're thinking of French, for example, you've also got Y is a 1-letter word, but that's quite unlikely to turn up. Because I believe there's only 2. No, yeah, 2 of them.
There's less Y's than W's.
Yes.
It's based on the frequency in the
U,
English language.
G, and W. There's 3 of. N or D.
Oh dear.
I would take an N and for my 3-letter word.
So I have formed C last turn. I draw a little full stop and I draw a little dot next to my 3+. So does nobody desire N or D?
I do.
Okay.
That's what I've
Great.
got so far.
Apparently Prey is not awake enough. But hope you
Caffeine.
have a good day. And feel free to pop back. We are going to work through the free games. So grab yourself a
You can
coffee and
always-
pop back in 20 minutes if you wish.
Yep, and you can always watch this on playback, which means you can still play along.
True.
E or L? L.
You've deliberately put this card in the deck every time.
I do not. It is completely random.
Hmm.
Ni,
Hmm.
ne, ni, ne. Okay. I've
Hmm.
decided. I love every letter.
Except these two.
Sorry for me, I'm starting a new word.
Yeah, I bet you are.
E or L? Which one was that? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Oh! It's the one you've been dreaming of. It's the one that I want, one that I want. Oh, oh, oh. Basically because O is a one-letter word, which is quite handy.
It is, but I'm using it as possibly a two-letter word for low.
And behold,
So what are the one-letter words again?
A, I, and
I,
O
And O.
in English. E, I can't remember what it means, so you need to know what words mean, but you could easily look it up, to be fair.
Yeah.
We are very flexible with the whole looking up words rule. You can just look up words whenever you want.
I mean, I'm very flexible, as we discovered on the last stream.
Oh yes, Jason did manage to win Yogi Stock Guru. Congratulations, Jason. Next card. Again, granting a great alphabetical gear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a little full stop beside the O, which means that I'm declaring that to be finished, so that I can draw an A next to it. And now that I've finished, stop the O, I would make a mark beside my one-letter word.
You didn't see that.
So where it says 1, 2, and 3, I've got to 1 and a 3 plus. Oh! Holy Ovaltine! Or halibut! Or hamburgers.
Or Horlicks.
Hmm.
You had
Haddock.
Ovaltine. I am going to take that O, and with that, I'm going to bank a two-letter word and a one-letter word, meaning I've got my first set.
I've got 3 things on the go. So
So
remember,
I've
it's all
got-
about the 1, 2, and 3-letter words. Oh, Jason's
I've
kept
got-
to only 2 lines. Next. It's a righteous letter. It's a remarkable letter. It's
I'm going to take that R and bank myself my second, third letter, three-letter word.
R and L.
I've taken the R to bank my first 2-letter. Gives me a set, so I have at least 10 points.
I have 13 thus far.
Oh, nice. Or A or W?
I'm going to take that A.
And already we're only a third of the way there. Well,
Coming up half.
yeah, what we
That's half.
are
6, 7,
just
8,
over
9, 10.
halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Actually, But
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're
We've got
on the 11th
8.
card.
We've got 8 after this.
7, I think.
Yeah, we have 8 after this.
Oh, yeah, I miscounted one. Yeah. I probably should have put my blue glasses on, but I'm too lazy to.
I see. Can I investigate Columbus?
I'm going to take that eye.
Can I investigate coffee?
I think Prey needed to inject caffeine.
Or just
That's
ingest.
Or ingest.
Ingest
Yeah, that would
would
have been better.
preferable.
Yeah. Let's not recommend that people inject caffeine straight
Yeah,
into their
let's not.
bloodstream.
No.
Wouldn't be the
Really?
stupidest thing anyone has suggested this year.
Right. Brother.
I am going to take that B and bank a 1-letter word.
I'm regretting not having taken the W to finish off new. I'm going to bank I as a... Or maybe I will put an R beside it. Because, you know, we might see some ire.
Mm-hmm.
We've got N or B.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that N.
Me too.
As am I.
So, last time we used the deck, we had EL and N and B as well. Those are the two I remember, mainly because L and non-binary. That's why I stick in my head.
And also, nota bene. Note this one well.
I just see running back every time when I see RB.
Running back.
And this is a stupid gramophone.
Hey!
It's a
Someone
silly
Generating
something.
songs.
I'm going to take that.
I've
I'm going to take
finished
that
off
S.
I
And
may
I'm
regret this
going
choice.
to bank it. I have 2 sets now.
Ooh, nice. I've almost got 2 sets.
I am similar.
This is what I've got.
N or F is our next one. For now.
I do not like that. Because though I'd have no way of putting them in.
That works. That works. I can get away with in, I think.
Oh.
I can. Good for me.
I've got a feeling that NE is a word. So I'm going to do a cheeky check.
Collins would have it tell you it's a chemical symbol, an abbreviation, a combining form. If you have the apostrophe, you can have nay, as in debatable, French case.
Oh yeah, of course. Nay to be born.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am going to be cheeky and take the French nay. Just so I can make space for another N.
I am now on my 3rd line.
We've got 3 cards left.
Yeah.
That
means I'm not going to get a set of 3.
I'm
R
screwed.
or H?
I can't use either of those. I think I can. But it'd be a waste of a card.
I think that I'm definitely not going to get a perfect score. Yeah, there is no way for me to get a perfect score, unfortunately.
I'm nowhere even close. Are you allowed to cross letters out once you've put them down? If you want to
You're allowed to cross off an entire word. So if I want to...
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't help me. I want to cross off a letter that's in front of another letter.
No, can't do it.
Fair enough. 7.
It's not always super easy, female.
15.
Okay, this can get really hard, this game. But, however, really hoist right head up. Yeah.
Carry on.
Give us another letter.
No, I can't use those at all.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah.
I can't use these either.
No,
I am going to have to skip this. You are allowed to skip letters. So if you don't manage to get something used, you just skip it, and that's what happens.
So just wait for the next card.
It doesn't help me anyway. I've very
This
clearly
is a
lost this
penultimate
one.
card, by the way.
Not enough vowels in the middle section to help me at all.
The final card is A.
Oh, and I need to Google this. I need to Google this.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose a dictionary.
17. Not even close.
Hang on. I need to find if I can use it.
Yeah,
I can. I'm going to plant that as a 3-letter word, sha, a very light, thin, silken material made in China. Silk, guys.
S-H-A.
S-H-A. Sha.
It's not in Collins.
It's a Merriam-Webster.
Okay, let me check there.
S-H-A.
I mean, technically, if I look up a word that I didn't think was a word, but turns out to be a word, I can get to 18, but I'm just not bothered. It's not going to make any difference.
I mean, I had heard it would... I think I heard it on Doctor Who once. But it is a word.
In Merriam-Webster, entry 1 of 2, Shah, noun, Uriel. And, okay, it seems to be a type of sheep.
No,
A wild
I've
sheep.
got it. If you type in define Shah, it's also in the Century Dictionary, which is much older words.
Let's move on to another one, because we've got three games to get through, haven't we? I mean, Dictionary Corner is another game.
So, assuming it is a 3-letter word, because it sounds like it is a type of sheep, I can't find a thing for the thing, but S-H-A, putting it there, the N and the IR do not do anything.
Okay.
I do manage to make the A, in which case I would get 22, because every line is... So a 1-letter, 2-letter, and 3-letter are worth 1, 2, and 3 points. Perfect line is worth 10. So that's 10, 20, and 22.
Ah! I beat you by 1 point.
23. Very nice. Can, ear, and low, o, I, and sha. I've got C, or, a, ne, o, and sha. So, for example, the sha rose out of the sea, even though it was not ne in the sea or indeed underground. It was born probably in a little hut. An idea that I'm not unfamiliar with. Oh dear. If I had to use all those words in a sentence.
Lo, use your ear and hear this. The story of the Shan. It can be a very interesting story. An interesting one.
Okay. So now we move to Formel. In Formel is played exactly the same as Freemel, except it's with 2, 3, and 4-letter words. So we're going to play with 27 cards. And how many letters is a 2-letter word worth? I mean, how many points?
2.
How many points is a 3-letter word worth?
3.
And how many points is a 4-letter word worth?
4.
Exactly.
These sound like they might be trick questions.
Nah, it's not a trick question.
Yeah, the trick question is what's a snare 15, but it has evaded. I'm
there is a
going to say we're still playing 15.
There is a bonus for getting, yes, all 3. And the bonus is 2, 3, and 4 makes 9, but you get a bonus of 6 if you make
For 50.
all of them. Exactly. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are playing with 27 cards, which again, it is a perfect score of 45, i.e., 3 of each type of letter. Sorry, 3 of each type of word. Now, are we ready to get started again?
Yeah.
Too late.
I'm always too late.
T or L. Choose one of them, and the utility of the letters does vary a surprising amount in formal, just because you have to read letters from one into the other. S or H.
S or H.
I mean, it's basically with Freemail, only 1/3 of the letters you're able to use a 2-letter thing like TH. Whereas in Formal, 2/3 of them can use a kind of T double consonant kind of thing. O or D. I mean, it is a 1-letter word, not that that's going to help you at all in this game. Oh dear, I hear some disappointed groans.
Yeah.
No, I'm good with those.
Okay. IYY. You and I must pick.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep.
This is the card for you and I.
Defying gravity.
You and I. T for 2 up in our sky. N. Room.
Thank you.
Oh, I
It's my
am
first 4-letter word.
same.
Ah!
N. Oh. There we go.
We've worked together too long, Bez.
Hey. Now. Really?
That's not nice. That's not a nice card.
RD.
I'd describe it as a righteous card.
Yes. Righteously consonant.
I believe that you could use it. So I could have used ORB, but because I know there's a couple of different letters that could go there, I could use that as a 2-letter or an E for or another B. I'm going to start off with other things, just to leave that there to give myself a bit of flexibility later on. A or L. Because in this game, it's all about maintaining that flexibility as long as you can, and having like 2 letters that a wide variety of different letters could turn that into a 2-letter word. A or L? Letter, anyone?
Nice.
Of course. It's O or C. Oh, crud.
Can we use places?
No people,
we can't.
places, or companies.
No proper nouns.
So Rio's
Exactly.
out.
Rio is indeed out. Either the abbreviation or the country. Both are not valid.
Sorry, say that one again.
Can't have it as an abbreviation or country. Neither.
What was the word?
Rio. Don't worry. Next letter.
Next letter.
What's the abbreviation?
See.
I would say I see, but I don't see. Real? That's a abbreviation. Anyway.
Radar intercept officer
Ah,
would be the one I was thinking of, but there you go.
I blink. Is that the same card? Is that a
No.
different card?
No,
we had
different.
OC, and now it's IC.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, I think that
line.
OR is a word in the dictionary. ORC, like, yep. Oh, it's also killer whale. So I'm going to do that. And we've got R or B. And I do want to remind people, Bez is real. Real Bez is right beside.
Fake
So is
Bez.
other Bez fake Bez? Is
That would
what
make
you're
you.
saying?
No,
That would
we are
make you
both
other
real.
Bez.
We are both real.
I'm not real.
I don't believe anyone is real. There's too many plot holes in reality.
N or B.
Thank you.
See, this one comes up.
That's a set.
Finishing off orc and starting off a new word.
Nice.
Now Bez is putting down that card and looking up at another one and thinking, really?
I don't like any of those. I have to skip it.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Ouch.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Aha.
R or
Throwing
L?
something out.
I'm doing really bad.
Is this
this
the
game.
right letter for you? Or
No.
is it the wrong letter? R or L?
Adequate. I would appreciate a vowel fairly soon. That will
There you go.
suffice.
A or W? A or W? Awkward, wombats, amble, wrongly. Wow.
Oh, yes, I am wrongly out. Wrongly
Awkward
out.
wombats. O or
Thank
F?
you. I needed that to complete my set.
O or F, huh? Mm-hmm.
So even though you have a word, for example, I have bar here, but I don't need to finish it off because bar could become Bart.
Or
No,
bard.
like Bart, or like the Bart, the beard, or bear. A or G? Crag.
That's not a word.
Let me double check that.
How many cards have you got left?
It should be 11, I believe. And I've made my second four-letter word, crag.
Is clag a word?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
it's O or H.
Thank you.
Okay.
O
Guess we'll
or
play that.
H. Hello, otters. Hail, otter. Hallelujah. Otters help Oscar.
What?
N or D. N or
D.
D.
Yeah. Okay.
It is always worth remembering to make sure that you get those smaller letters. Don't do what I'm doing and just go for all the four
Smaller
letters.
words. Smaller words. Smaller
E
letters.
or L.
See? Okay, people watching,
2 sets.
we had EL again and NB. Tell me this isn't a deck that's split, so these cards are always in.
I mean, it's only about a 40% shot each time, so hitting them twice on a run's only
I mean, we do have
1 in
more
6.
than half the deck.
1 in 6.
We have
I'm not
more
talking
than half
about
the
just
deck.
these last 2 times. I'm talking about the other times we played today.
It's still not exactly probabilistically, that weird.
Okay, E or L.
Also, you have observer bias. You're now looking for it, so you'll notice it.
Where is that? But let's see how other people.
S or C.
No, I don't like those. Take
No, I
them
don't-
away again.
no.
I'll take one, I guess, though.
If I had the time, which I don't, I would watch back all our streams and calculate the probability of each card coming up on different games.
Every
Well-
woman enjoys wellies.
Right.
Because, when you go out in the rain wearing wellies,
Yep.
Sure.
yeah, honestly, when these cards come up, it doesn't mean that's I believe what I say. I'm just doing gibberish. You understand how this works. Okay, okay.
You could have just said elegant window.
Accordion practitioner. Professional accordionist.
Or a professional amateur.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Yep.
Okay,
But so are you.
so I believe we've got 5 cards left. Let me double check that this is correct.
We'd better
If
have.
someone- have you had 22 cards?
Well, I've missed.
N or Z?
No. Just no.
Okay, I'm
Making
crossing
it
off
hard
my
work.
no to make my first 2-letter word, putting down another N. You will see how that works out. A or J?
Okay.
Thank you. That's 2 sets.
I did that a while ago. 2 sets. I like 4-mil much better than I like 3-mil. 3-mil doesn't work for me. 4-mil I'm much better at.
We've
Down
got
for
3
4
cards
mil.
left.
3 mil to 4 mil.
S or G?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 cards left after this one. I've just managed to
good
make my
cards.
second 2-letter word, which was as, in case anyone was wondering.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping. Oh, N does
No.
work for me.
No.
Bagger. I think that
To
might have
make
just sunk
my-
me.
4-letter.
You
I
sunk my
think-
battleship.
Yeah, that's kind of buggered everything up here as well. Unless that happens to be a word, but I don't think it is. I think it's a noun.
You mean a proper noun?
Yes, I think it can only be used as a proper noun, but it may be wrong. It may mean something slightly different. Ooh, actually, no, it is a noun. It's a variant spelling. Ooh.
What are you looking at? What word?
Would you like to know?
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, it's going to be boring for everyone else watching as well.
It might be that you and I have a common interest that I don't want to let on to.
I mean, you both like alphabeticals, so
I mean, there's that.
R or H?
No.
Bugger.
So now that, well, unless, given that NH and NR are not going to be words, what was the word that you looked up, Andrew?
Sign, spelt S-E-A-N. It is a variant spelling.
SEAN.
Is in fact a four-letter word.
I mean, there was no common interest because I
You had
finished that
C.
table.
Oh, you had C. Okay, I wasn't sure if you closed it out. Yeah, I was aware you had C at one point, so I thought you might be looking for it as well.
It looks like you've beaten me, Bez, because I've only got 34.
I have 37. I have a 4 and a 3,
Ooh,
but I don't have the 2 to match. If NH or NR were words, I would be away, but NR is an abbreviation, so...
We are exactly in the same position. So I guess there is no tiebreaker. And hello, Prey, who is apparently awake now. Congratulations on waking up. Lovely to have you with us.
Yep. Too many
we
vowels
have
at the end there.
Tied up. No
Needed
one
an
managed
S.
to get the perfect score in either 3mel or 4mel, which does, to some extent, show that it is there's a fair amount of luck, and that's why I quite like the multiplayer solitaire, playing it with other people, because you can be like, well, I didn't. Does this speak really badly of me? Because I'm like, I didn't manage to get a perfect score, but neither did anyone else, and that makes me feel slightly better about my life.
I'm mediocre and so is everybody else. Yeah.
It's a valid feeling. It's a valid feeling.
Well, we were only one letter away. If the last card had been an O,
Or
we
an
would
A.
have won.
Or it'd been an S, because then I could have closed out something else. That's what it is.
Just a final, I brought for some reason these outside, which I'm slightly regretting now that it's starting to rain very slowly. I'm going to put these under these other sheets of paper. But I just wanted to show them, just to show that when it's all done, things will be coloured in a little bit. I should kind of, a little bit like that, with the red background and numbers behind, and all the colours of the rainbow. Now, I think we're going to close up today with a spot of Micro-muckell. Have you played Micro-muckell, Prey? I know you two have.
Yeah, I can't remember the rules though, so.
Yep, similar.
Okay.
Definitely played it a fair few times, but it was a while back.
Wow, check out how the sky, in case people are wondering,
Oh, wow.
is getting pretty dark. So I'm putting these away. And
Okay, ow.
Micro-muckell is only based on 16 cards, so it's even fewer cards than 3mel or 4mel. It's even simpler in many ways. The number is 4. I mean, I lied earlier on when I said the number is always 3.
Yeah, but that's
So
only
in
the
my-
mail games. This is
Yeah,
the mail
that's
game.
true. Well, 5mel, the number is infinite. You can make as many lines as you want.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's only for 3mel and 4mel. Anyway, let's not ponder it too much, because even though that would be an interesting discussion, like, anyway, so for Micro-muckell, what you're going to do is you're going to make 4 words, no more. You could make less if you wanted. In fact, it is better to make fewer words. You are going to have 16 cards. You can use, as always, up to 1 letter from each card. You can skip cards if you want, but you probably won't want to, because that would mean that, you know,
Less
you're
points.
giving up points. Exactly. Now, how does the scoring work? Do either of you remember?
This is we get double the points for the 2 longest words and the number of letters otherwise. So 2 8s is worth 32 points. Or
Correct.
7 and a 9 is worth 32 points for that matter.
And that would be the perfect score, which I think might have been attained once by Alan Houghton, or it might have been 31 is the current maximum. I'm
I
not
will
sure.
say I don't think we've ever done it. I think somebody's had very close and then ended up with
Someone's
just like an
definitely got
A
in
or something at the
31.
last. Yeah, I think 31's been done. I don't think we've
Yeah.
seen 32.
And I think that might have been Alan, because of course Alan.
Yeah, you have to get very lucky and be able to pluralize something out. Either you have to take a massive gamble on something just not closing at all, or you have to have something waiting to be pluralized to get close.
Now let me go into my other bunch of banners to get the more exact rules up.
Excuse me.
Micro-muckell, there we go. Choose up to one letter from each card to grow one of 4 words. The important thing here is you have 3 chances to use a star, which is a wild card. And you can use those wild cards early on, or you can use them later on. It's up to you. Letters and stars are used. Points double your 2 longest words, as Andrew said. And yeah, so it's all about the stars. When do you use those stars? Do you use them to kind of try and keep your 2 longest words going, or do you try and keep them as your last 3 things? Because I've got into a game where, okay, I've not used any of my stars, it's the final 3 letters, and now I can use the perfect letter, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, R or M? As always, choose one to begin your first word.
R or M?
Okay, I've made a choice. I don't know if it's a great choice. I
have no idea if it's a good choice or not.
I feel like both of these letters are really marvelous for a first letter. Oh, suddenly sunny again.
Tough pair.
T or G? This is 2 great.
If you don't give us a vowel in a minute, it won't be.
I mean, it comes down to a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Yes, and it's the same for
And
everyone.
of
But yes,
course,
we need a vowel.
T or D, you've got to decide. You can always force a vowel with a star.
There is that.
C or D. So at this point, do you want to use your star already? Yeah. I am really thinking of. And remember, with a star, you don't need to decide what the star means until later on.
I mean, I obviously thinking of Doctor Who too much, because my line is initialized Russell T Davis.
Mm-hmm.
C or D? I've gone crazy. I've used a star.
Same.
A or M?
A or M, what was that?
A or M?
Okay.
A or M? Because in this game, you do need to make a couple of pretty long words to get a really good score. But there's always that temptation, and if I'm being honest, I could have just put down the D and stroll for a 26, but to get even better. O or C? Of course. O or C? Whack. Obsolescence. Criminal. Criminals obsolete cops? No. Cops obsolete criminals? No, neither of those statements is true. But regardless, choose an O or a C. Oh. A or W? A or W? Wording again. And so here I could make that tra or tha or twa for twang, for example. Twang and bang. A or W? I or Q?
Ooh, I wonder which one people are going to go for.
Yeah, it's very rare that the Q actually gets used. The more I play with this deck, the more I feel like there should be 4 U's, and I still don't know what would be demoted to only 3. Whether it would be the C, what, the B, or the, what else has only 4? Can't remember.
Oh well.
S or G. Ooh. S or G. Fast. Oh. I think this is about the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give up. I'm going to start my 3rd line.
I already did that. It's not gone well.
Once you start your 3rd line, you know you're not going to get the perfect score, but S or G. R or B.
Wow. Ugh, wild card. It's gone badly.
Prey suggests making one of the Qs a QU. There
I've
is
wondered about
only
that.
one Q. Like, Prey's talking about altering the deck in that way.
It bends some of the games, though, because lots of the games revolve around it being a single letter.
And also, to could this card can be used in any language that's used the Latin alphabet.
Trap.
Or is based around Latin.
Racer. Oh man, I can't think of anything for this one. I'm going to do my 2nd star, which I'm not happy about.
What was that? We just the RB.
Yeah, RB.
Yeah, same as me.
A or L.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, quite a few decks have this thing where they say, okay, Q, you can use once you put down the Q, you can use a U beside it if you want. That would actually make Micro-muckell a little bit harder to count, because then QU, that's suddenly double.
The free U just doesn't count. If you use a Q, you can put a small lowercase u
It
next to it,
also
but it doesn't
messes
count.
up quintuple, because quintuple really needs the Q to be terrible.
It would have to be a game by game.
R or L.
Thank you.
The fall of letters today has been really lousy.
Okay, so we're down to the final 5. 9, 10, 11, yep. That tallies up. R or L. These are the right letters. I could say if they were the right letters, but they're not. So I just said that, but only to say that I will not say these are the right letters.
Oh, and it's gone.
A or J. Andrew Jennison, which is not their name, has disappeared. I was just saying that this is not your card, because your name is not Andrew Jennison.
But you've got Andrew and Jason.
Oh yeah, so I do. This is a card that unites you both.
Oh dear.
I'm going to use a wild card.
Yeah, I'm using my final. If I'm using my final wild, I'm just going to use the A on my 4th line. I'm going into my 4th line. I've already accepted I'm not getting the perfect score this game. I'm going to my 4th line with an A, because at least that's a 1-letter word. At least I'll get 1 point for it.
Right.
1-letter. N or H.
Yeah.
Oh, this one messes Prey up. Have you already used all 3 of your wild cards? N or H?
13.
N or H?
3 letters.
Yeah, I'm not happy. I
How
genuinely
many
am
cards got
not
left?
happy. We've got
3 to go.
3. I'm hoping for 2 Gs. I'm really hoping for both the remaining Gs in the deck to come out. I
K
or
would be useful. Oh, that's awful.
I planned this all
Wow.
wrong. I miscounted
Really?
cards, that's why.
Okay, I'm using a wild card for one of the Gs.
Can we just pass?
You can. I mean, it reduces your potential score, but you can just skip.
It's better than closing out words that I don't want to use or using a wild card. I don't have to, I think.
That
Need
is
the wild
possibly
card.
true.
To protect
I thought we had
finishing a
more
bigger
cards
word.
left.
My last wild card to make racing, and I really need twang, I think. Or I could get a K, Fank.
I mean, I can risk. I suppose I could risk taking my wild card and just cross my fingers. I'm screwed. Whichever I do, I'm screwed because it's entirely deck dependent. I'll use my wild card. I may as well. At least it presents the possibility of a higher score. But yeah, I'm entirely
Races,
dependent on those.
we are
Yeah.
frozen, but I'm looking at myself on
I see is fine.
Thingy, and
Awesome.
Yeah, we're
No.
fine.
I am
Grace is
back.
quick.
I have just lost this game completely.
Yeah, I have to pass now. I'm out of options. It's gone
I
very badly.
miscounted cards and went for a word that I probably couldn't
Couldn't have a
possibly
closeout.
create.
No.
Yeah.
I'll take an S. I'll take a K. I'll take. There's several I'll take, but none of these are ones.
Oh,
I'll take an O.
yeah,
probably.
I'm just like,
Ugh.
Yeah.
N or B again. Oh,
I can't use
I
that at all.
No, I'm sure I can.
I
Son,
lost.
Twan, Dan.
Is that alternate spelling by any chance? No.
Sorry,
Not.
Prey needed an O, but it just was not to be had.
Nothing was in that game.
Is that the end of that?
6.
Yeah. I
so
have
it's
4.
12. 6.
That's it.
You have 4?
I have the lowest score I've ever gotten. I
How can you only
miscounted
have
cards.
4?
I've
Because
only
you've got
got one
a long and incomplete word that's taking
Yeah.
all your letters up. Have you doubled the 4? Tell me,
Well,
surely that's 8.
Yeah, that'd be 8.
Okay, I was
Still
about
not
to say
great.
4 seems like improbably low.
Yeah,
But
I've got some
and
really
miscounted
terrible
words.
things.
I was going for Valentando, and it was just.
Yeah, that was probably optimistic. I've limped in with
Yeah.
23. I suspect Bez has me beat because Bez was looking in better shape than I was a couple of cards out.
The double
No,
L's
I've got
locked me in.
17. So basically, I've got racing, which is 6 letters for 12.
Yeah.
The best I could come up with here was 2.
Really?
Is 2 a word?
H?
Dan?
H?
Van!
Common
Oh,
word in the English
van.
language.
Oh,
Van!
Dan. Oh, man.
I'm claiming victory by virtue of stupidity.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think I should, because that's a
I should have
shocker.
gotten 21, but I did not see the word than.
I mean, I'm going to claim victory anyway, because 23 had you beat regardless, but there you go. Oh, hang on.
It's
One
been
side up.
it's been a long weekend for us.
I can imagine. Raw tackle is
Raw-
ran.
What's tackle?
Tackle.
Tackle.
Or tackle is
That was-
and ran.
Ran. Yep, 23.
I'm saying that I'm tired from the last game, and Bez and I have been working all weekend. Bez more so than me.
I mean,
There you go.
So
I've been working,
I
just
did
not doing
see
this.
the
I've been doing
word-
my day job.
I did not see the word than, but I saw 2. So it was 6 makes 12, 2 makes 4, 1 makes 1, which is 17.
17.
And
Yeah,
I
no.
totally forgot about the word than. And yeah, that is the end of Micro-muckell.
Yep.
I
Did we win
believe-
one each? I feel did we get? I
think
got
we
one.
might have.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It's
Should
a time.
we? I think that you need to skedaddle, Andrew.
Yes, I need to go in about 2 or 3 minutes, so I will socially say
Would
goodbye,
you
and then I
be
shall say goodbye.
Happy to play one more Micro-muckell, Jason.
No, I'm absolutely shattered.
Brain cells have given up.
Yeah, brain
That
cells.
is fair.
I
We've
want to go
got
to Umbrella Academy as well.
you needed the reason.
I'm going to claim to be the reigning
Raise.
UKGE champion because I won the last game of the weekend. Ergo, I now have an entire year to enjoy my title. Clearly.
You might, yeah. Raise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles to 10. So 2, you can, or Tom, like a tomcat. That could, because remember, you are allowed to scrub off things from the end. Like I didn't see that than is a word, so I had 2. So you could do the same for tomorrow. While you didn't manage to get tomorrow, which is presumably what you were going for, you could shorten that. And so I can see 16.
You could also
17,
use a
19.
wild card on "an" to make it "and."
Only by discarding another letter. They could discard the no, because they can't. You can't go back and retroactively decide to use a wild card when it
Yeah,
suits you.
that's the thing of these kinds of games. Once you've written it down, that's it.
Yeah. Hence my debate as to whether I used a wild card for an E.
On the end of Raisin.
Oh, in which case that's worth 12. And then your 2 letters is worth 60. It gets you to 16. And then your 1 letter and your other 2 letter gets you to 19, I think.
17. So that's 17 if you ignore the 2 more. And if you can think of a shorter word starting T, then something, then M, then you could get yourself, I think that would be 4 more points. But
it'll get close, but probably good for like a 20, maybe just about. I'm not sure. Raisins would definitely be useful, but then yes, you have to have discarded. You have to have chosen not to pick one of the letters. So rationally, if you hadn't taken your last R, you could have used the other wild card and not lost out to anything. But at the point you took the R, you chose to take the R. So it's one of those. That was a horrible run of letters.
Oh wait, you could do raisins.
Right, I'm going to leave you guys to bash a dictionary until you find out exactly how many points Prey got. I'm going to wish you both a very happy weekend, and Prey too, and anyone else who's watching.
Well, Prey, even though Andrew Dennison did win, Prey with raisins is 7 makes 14. Tom would, like a tomcat, would be 3 makes 6. Anne would be 2 makes 2, and I is 1 for 23.
Would get you 23 if you take back the extra letter and choose to have used a wild card. So you could have got 23 if you'd played it differently during the game.
If we so going back, we are now finishing up, and I would like to ask, do you have something that you're looking forward to?
I have things I have to go and do, so I'm going to go and do those, and I will wish you both well. As I say, have a great weekend. I will catch you all again. Might not be Tuesday. I'm incredibly busy this week, if not in a couple of weeks' time.
Stay funky.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye. So if you wish to check me out, I am stuffbybez.bigcartel.com, where you can buy my stuff that's still in print. Twitter.com/stuffbybez. I tweet. Instagram.com/stuffbybez is pictures. Twitch.tv/stuffbybez for streaming. Facebook.com/thingsbybez is a thing. And stuffbybez@gmail.com if you wish to email me for any reason, to say nice things about the show, or to say nasty things about the show, or constructive criticism is always welcome. We have to recap, we played Freemill. I can't remember who won. I think what I've realised is that
that one.
Yeah, I think you won Freemill. I think I managed to win 4-0 by yeah, Andrew and I tied on 4-0. That's what's happened.
That's it.
Yeah, and yeah, with a game like this, do you want a tie break? Probably not. And that is what happened. Um, Thank you everyone who's been watching. Thank you, Prey, for joining in the chat. It was lovely to have you with us. Thank you everyone who's lurking. Apparently 23 is Prey's favourite number, so congratulations on achieving that. And thank you for Andrew for popping in, and thank you Jason for coming here and joining me on so many of these streams over the weekend. And
I'm usually there all weekend anyway, for most some conventions anyway.
Oh, Prey was married on the 23rd. There you go.
Ah.
Is it your favourite number because you were married on the 23rd, or was it your favourite number and so you decided to set the date of the 23rd? Because that's the kind of thing that you get to pick. You don't get to pick when you're born, you don't get to pick when you die, but you get to pick most other things.
Well, we won't get into the way because, technically speaking, you can choose when you die, but never mind.
Let's not go down that route. Gonna know. And thank you very much, Rory. It is lovely to see you, and it has been lovely to see you lurking. Looking forward to hopes and ambitions. It's over to you for this final section. So finishing off for the weekend, what are we looking forward to? What are you looking forward to, Jason? I am probably looking forward to just having a bit of a wander, maybe, walking out, maybe I might cook myself something very simple, by which I might even mean instant noodles, and then watch something relatively brain dead.
Yep. I mean, check out, it's not brain dead, but check out Umbrella Academy. It's pretty awesome. But you've got 2 seasons to binge, which is great. I'm looking forward to a roast gammon dinner tonight. Cooked by my lovely husband, because I can't cook. I can nuke something in the microwave and just about manage that without ruining it. My ambition is, as of the end of this month, I'm going to be submitting. Well, not submitting. I'm going to be sending off a large draft of my thesis to my supervisors, my new supervisor and my classic supervisor.
This is the crazy PhD that's all about chance and indeterminacy in music.
As compositional tools. And so I've got to get 20,000 words done, which I've got 7-8 days to do. So tomorrow is going to be a bit hard and fast, but I've done a big proofread, which adds a lot of words. So I can do it. I can get about 20,000 words. For those of you wondering why only 20,000, that's half of my PhD, because I'm practice based. 60%, 50 to 60% of my PhD, no, 50 to 70% of my PhD can be practical, or is practical, should I say?
So there's a lot of consideration, pondering, and writing and expressing of ideas going on there.
And going down wormholes.
Or the other side of intaking stuff, listening to an audiobook with their husband.
Ooh.
And it is because they were married on the 23rd. Before that, apparently Prey's favourite number was 7.
7's a good number.
I'm going to say my hope and ambition is to do a bit more of the lettering. For the deck that you've seen, that is hopefully going to... I'm really hopeful that this might come out before the end of the year, because otherwise I don't have any physical decks to sell. And so please do let me know what you thought of the letter shapes. If you've got... I've already changed the L a little bit. I'm going to change the D because the D looks a bit too much like an A when it's round. And yeah. And Prey says that they like sitting down at the piano and just playing randomly to get some instant, easy listening music.
That's what I do. That's what I'm doing here.
Now, if you have enjoyed this, then please share, spread the word. My next streams, I am always playing a stream at 10 a.m. UK time. Tomorrow I'm going to be chatting all about LARP with Lolvi. Tuesday with Alan Paul, we're going to be doing a debrief of Virtually Expo. How did it go for us? Wednesday with BB Wild. Thursday with Calvin Wong Saloon, all about writing. And of course, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. UK time, we do gather to play a whole bunch of games. It is the Tip Top Tabletop Tuesdays. And there is only one thing left to do now. And so again, thank you to everyone. It has been a wonderful Virtually Expo for me. As I look back, like it all started with, for me, with my talk, which was lovely, everyone coming in and giving so much feedback. And then, my God, like playing games, and then we played that Flowers Over Towers. We played, Fable. That was so much fun, like with you and Bez. That was really nice. I think that was possibly my highlight. Even though it was really nice having everyone for Yogi Stock Guru. But bye bye. Bye bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye bye. Bye bye. And thank you for watching along. And thank you, Brie. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now it's time. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.